Hello, my friends. At first, I would like to thank you. Loads of thank you to all my friends who have supported our channel, Care and Hope. It means a lot for me. Without your support, this was not possible for us to bring more new episodes. Once again, from bottom of my heart, I thankful to everyone. Today we are discussing on rainy season. Once again, with us today is Dr. Samar Halder in our channel Care and Hope. So today we will discuss on rainy season problems regarding dogs. What problems comes during rainy seasons? Sir, please tell me what is the common disease or common virus in dogs during rainy season?
Ma'am, very good question. As this is the rainy season, this is the common problem of all the pet owners. They used to ask lot of things regarding this management of the dogs during rainy season and what are the disease that their pet may suffer. And regarding the different diseases of rainy season, I must tell the different type of infections like gastrointestinal diseases, that is gastroenteritis, what we tell, or otherwise in common language we tell it's a diarrhea, parvovirus infection, then some ticks and fleas related problem. These are the common things.
Thank you so much, sir. So today again here, so many questions through email. So Mr. Avnish from Kolkata, he wants to know that during diarrhea, if his pet is suffering from diarrhea, what type of food and how many times he can give food to his pet, or what are the precautions should we take during diarrhea?
Very good question, ma'am. Diarrhea is a common problem of rainy season or monsoon. And why diarrhea happens? Because of the animals takes some indiscriminate food, taking food from here and there, or if they are going in the outdoor activities, if they pick up any food, or if they smell from outside in the footpath or something is there, if they pick up, then infection comes inside and gastrointestinal diseases that happen. That is one thing. Another thing, why diarrhea happens, if anybody changes their food suddenly from one food to other foods, suddenly without gradual acclimatization by the pets. That is another thing. And some of the bacterial infection, viral infection like corona infection, and so many other infections are there. Bacterial, viral, fungal infection also sometimes cause the diarrhea. If there is any problem in the pancreas, then also the animal may show the symptoms of the diarrhea. So there are different reasons, and we have to identify what are the reasons, and accordingly we have to do the treatment.
Sir Avnish wants to know what type of meal and how many times he can give to his pet during diarrhea.
Actually, ma'am, this is also a good question, and I want to tell that if there is acute diarrhea, so better to give rest of the gastrointestinal system for at least 24 hours. Then you see how many times the animal is passing stool, what is the consistency, if there is any blood or not, and so those things you just observe, note it, and accordingly after one day, if the frequency of diarrhea is less, frequency of stool is less, it is getting improved, then you can introduce the food slowly. And that too, blunt diet is always recommended. Blunt diet, what is blunt diet? Blunt diet means those are easily digestible and that will be absorbed from the body, and animal get the proper energy to fight against the disease. Always you have to have one pet ORS. ORS, those are made for pet, like Odilite is there, very common popular ORS Odilite. That Odilite, one sachet of Odilite you can put in 250 ml of water, and you can allow the animal to drink the water sufficiently.
Another thing, our viewers wants to know what are the symptoms of ticks and fleas present in our pets.
So ticks, if it is there in the body, first symptoms you will understand the animal is scratching the body here and there. That is the first thing. As you are observing, you will see the scratching. Animal is scratching here and there. And wherever the scratching, you try to find out what is the reason. You can find ticks are there. Ticks are very clever. Wherever in the body the animal cannot scratch or his mouth cannot go, in that area only ticks will reside. Particularly inside the ear, at the neck region, or in the interdigital space of the paw, where animal cannot reach they cannot scratch or cannot reach with their mouth. So ticks will be in that region. And lot of animals are suffering, and nowadays almost 50% of the dogs are dying due to the tick-borne diseases, and that too after multi-organ failure, after the hemoprotein infection like babesia.
Another thing, sir, I want to know that generally we find in our dogs that they scratch their ears. That is due to ticks, fleas, or any disease in their ears. Also, I've heard hematoma. What is that? This is due to ticks or fleas, or that is different from ticks and fleas?
Actually, hematoma, what you told, hematoma is that term where that is nothing but the accumulation of the blood between the skin and the subcutaneous area, the accumulation of the blood. And the hematoma is also very common, and that too, this is the disease of the animal, those animal who is having the tick infestation inside the ear. Not only the ear, inside the ticks, but also some if the infection or irritation is there inside the ear canal of the dog, then dog will allow to scratch their ear, and due to this scratching, the blood vessels just beneath the skin in the ear pinna that may get ruptured, and from there blood will come and accumulate in the beneath the skin. And hematoma cause, as I told, the ticks inside the ear if it is there. If there is an infection, otitis, what I call in technically otitis media, otitis externa, if that is there, then the animal will try to scratch the ear, and if there is a scratching of the ear, blood vasculature will be ruptured and blood will be accumulated. That is hematoma.
How to get rid of hematoma? Should we go to veterinary, or it's curable at home only?
Ma'am, basically hematoma is a surgical problem, and sometimes it is small. If it is a small hematoma, problem may be cured in the home in this way.
Another email from Sohana, Canada. She is having 8 years lab and he is suffering from cold and cough. Sir, she wants to know that breathing problem is also there.
Cold and cough is a respiratory problem. So cold and cough, there are many reasons. During this monsoon, as the bacterial overload is there in the environment, the many dogs or small animals, they suffer from this type of respiratory diseases like sneezing, cold and cough, means the running nose, and sometimes coughing. If there is a temperature variation, some of the commensal organisms which are there in our respiratory tract, they get overloaded and they take upper hand, and some this type of common problem may come. So when the animal will be on stress, that will flare up and there will be the coughing or this type of running nose, and this type of problems will come up. So that's why against the Bordetella bronchoseptica, one vaccine has been developed by the scientists, and which are called the kennel cough vaccine. And as these vaccines are available in the market, I will advise all of my viewers, all the pet owners, to go for the vaccination against this kennel cough problem.
Once again, thank you, Swahana, for being with us. So, other question from Mr. Astitwa. He is from Punjab. He wants to know that he is very fond of Chinese food and he is having French bulldog. Whenever he enjoys his Chinese food, his pet wants to have those Chinese food. Chinese food is good for dog health. He should share his meal with his dog or not?
The Chinese food is not good at all for these dogs. Don't allow the Chinese food to the dogs. Not only whatever the foods we are taking, we should not allow. Don't think that all the foods are we can give to our pets, because some of the pets are there, say they are so naughty that if you offer your food once, that taste they will like in such a way that they will not take their own food further. So try to avoid those foods, please.
Mrs. Jyoti from Banaras. She wants to know that what is rabies? What are the steps we should take when a dog bites?
As you ask for rabies, rabies is a very dreadful uh, disease, and that will cause the death of animal or anybody, human. There is no treatment of, if animal or human gets affected with rabies, there are no treatment. So always be aware of the rabies. That's why vaccine must for all the animals, all the pets, either dog, cat, whatever is there in the body, all warm-blooded animals may suffer from rabies. So vaccine is must for all the animals. Rabies is again a zoonotic disease. Zoonotic disease means rabies may, if dog bites to you also, you may also suffer from the rabies. First, you have to do that wound should be cleaned with detergent powder. Just clean that area for 5 minutes. Then with betadine and this type of antiseptic, you clean that area and immediately contact your doctor. He will give the vaccines.
Be careful and keep eye on your pets. Be protect from rabies. Many questions are here in one subject only. That is neutering safe? What is the right age of dog neutering? What is the disadvantage of dog neutering? Please tell me, sir.
Neutering is, as you know, this is the removal of the reproductive organ of the male dog, and for female we call it a spaying. So neutering is a good practice. What I will tell, neutering is a good practice. That too, if it is not a breeding stock, or if you are not interested for breeding of your pet, then always go for the neutering. Neutering is very, very helpful for the body. That will prevent so many critical diseases that may come, or that will come if you are not doing neutering in right time. Right time of neutering is at an earliest of the age around 7 to 8 months. You can do the neutering very well. And for dog, what I am telling you, they don't have that psychological feelings that they are neutered, so they are weak or they cannot do their sexual activities. This type of psychological feelings are not there among the pet. Breeding is a specialized job, proper breeding practice for the breeders, and that rules should be very strict to avoid many of the genetical problems. Many of the recessive genes, inherited diseases are there, which are very difficult to manage, like hip dysplasia and all. That's why breeding should be done by a registered breeder.
Thank you, sir. Thank you to all my viewers for being with us. Once again, thank you so much, sir. Without your support, this was not possible to run this channel Care and Hope. Viewers, I would like to say please subscribe our channel. We'll meet again in next episode with different questions. So being with us. Love you all.